And now, live in studio, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes.
And yes, here we are again, another day committed to being your consumer advocate, helping you understand your buying decisions, making you more street smart here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Save our hotline number at some point. You may need it. And we greatly appreciate those who reach out and support our local economy and all of the local area businesses and folks associated with the Consumer Quarterback Show. It means the world to us. So all you have to do is give us a call at 813-750-0550. You can call or text that line. It's an off-air number, 813-750-0550. Call or text the hotline. ConsumerQB.com is your number one resource for all things right here in Tampa Bay. You can see links there to all of our expert contributors and our official hotel partners, our restaurant partner who we're going to introduce today as well, and a lot of good stuff happening here around the Consumer Quarterback Show. We got a great lineup for you today. Later on in the program, we've got our very own producer here, Johnny Torres. He's going to join us on air and talk about some marketing tips and ideas of when you're starting a business, how to start a business on a budget. We also have Carlos Gonzalez. He's on our team. He's a top producer with Keller Williams Realty here on the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. And also Doug Clark. We're going to be introducing Doug here. He's the owner of H'ours Creole Smokehouse right here in Tarpon Springs. We're going to be highlighting the official restaurant partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. And before we do, I want to let you know about a couple of our hot listings that we've got here in Tampa Bay. We always like to feature our real estate properties live on air to help our sellers profit more and sell faster, utilizing our innovation with radio, TV, and internet marketing. All right, we got a property right here in Tampa Bay, 13335. This is County Line Road. This is a commercial property. Attention builders, developers, entrepreneurs. Great opportunity out there on County Line Road in Spring Hill. It's right down the road from the Veterans Expressway, and this is a large parcel of land, almost 5 acres, being rezoned as well from AG to commercial. And you've got the existing building that's there as well, but it's most likely a development play, and it's close to the villages of Avalon and Publix, right there by the shopping plaza. Great opportunity to own real estate here in Tampa Bay. Also, check out 117 14th Street in Bel Air. This is a beautiful property on the beach. $1 million listing that we've got listed here. Great opportunity to own prime real estate, double lot, pool home, and you've got some really awesome upgrades as well. Private pool, gourmet kitchen, jetted bathtub, temperature-controlled wine closet, covered lanai, and it's just minutes from the beach. So you literally walk out your front door, you make a right, you walk down to the beautiful sugar sand beaches and dolphin-filled waters of beautiful Tampa Bay, Florida.
This is God's country.
All right, let's introduce our expert contributors. So we're going to start here first in studio. Carlos Gonzalez, welcome to the Consumer Quarterback Show.
Happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Awesome, man. Give us a little teaser what you're going to talk about today.
Yeah, what I'm going to talk about today is it's one of the biggest misconceptions about being in real estate and about real estate. So I'm going to talk a couple of points about that, and then I'm also going to talk about, why I chose Keller Williams and why I chose your team, and what got me into real estate and
cool.
Some of the pitfalls. Once again, yeah.
Awesome, man. Yeah. That's good stuff. And we'll hit on one of your listings as well, 4506 NESMITH out in Plant City. Beautiful property.
Oh my gosh, I was just telling you I'm in love with that property.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Absolutely.
We'll talk about that one coming up here, and then also coming up as well. So let's go to the phones now. We got Doug Clark. Welcome to the show, Doug.
How you doing?
I'm doing
Thanks for
great.
Having me. Great to be here.
Yes, sir. Blessed and highly favored, I like to say. H'ours Creole Smokehouse. That's your baby out there in Tarpon Springs, isn't it?
That is our baby. That is our baby at 310 East Tarpon Avenue. We are coming up on 2 years being open. October 4th, we do... Actually, October 4th is our actual 2-year anniversary, so we made it through everything, the pandemic, so we've kind of hit the ground running here. We've stayed busy, and a lot of support by the locals here in Tarpon Springs and outside of the city. We got some people that drive up from Indian Rocks, Tarpon, all the way over down to Sarasota and Brandon, actually. We get these people that come up, and, we've kind of hit the ground running as a destination place, and, it's been great.
Yeah, good news travels fast, right?
That's right. Good food. Good food travels fast.
That's right. News of good food. So, yeah, I would love it. I can tell you from firsthand experience as well. My wife and I have been going there for a while in our family, and we were just introduced to Doug and said, hey, let's bring him on the show, talk about the restaurant business. So talk a little bit about some of the business challenges that you faced over the last year or so, prices and also maybe labor supplies.
Well, the prices with the food is the one that, gets us the most. I mean, all you got to do is go to your local grocery store and see, what everybody's dealing with here. And it's not really that there's a shortage of food. The labor shortage, it touches base on everything across the United States. There's food out there. It's just, for example, we'll go into ribs. There's plenty of pigs out there. There's plenty of ribs to be made. It's just, getting that meat processed, and how do they comprehend not being able to do that? Well, they got to raise the price because they can't supply it's a simple supply and demand problem. That's the biggest issue. So one of the things we do is we shop around. We got a bunch of people, and with our menu, it changes every day anyways, and we have a certain price point that we try to maintain. Obviously we're in business, we got to make money, but we're not looking to price gouge people just because there's something on the menu. We're not going to just jack it up $7 to make $1. We're going to take it away, and we'll find a different. We live on the Gulf, especially seafood. There's all kinds of seafood out there that comes in fresh every day. So let's just find the right one and put it on, and we kind of maintain it that way, and just kind of rotate our menu daily. It keeps everything fresh. We're not afraid to 86 something here. This is what we have. This is how much we have, and tomorrow you come in tomorrow and you can get another one, get something else.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's really big. It's the biggest issue.
Yeah, and our producer's putting the pictures up of the website on our screen. So if you're watching our TV show version, streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, as well as Twitter and a couple other sites, but also Apple, Amazon, and Roku, you can find it there and see these pictures of the different items. But we're talking with Doug Clark here, H'ours Creole Smokehouse, Tarpon Avenue in Tarpon Springs. So, yeah, that's a big challenge. A lot of the other business partners that we have on the program, contractors, roofing, solar, all types of great companies associated with our program, they've been dealing with trouble getting help and kind of the labor force. Have you seen that as well?
Yes, we have. But fortunately for us, we haven't really hit that so much. And the reason being is because it's me, my wife, and my brother. So we are a true small family restaurant. So we're going to be here. So we're here, and we got, some good people that come in and help us, and we take care of them. Not a lot of small little restaurants here, but what we did was we started a PO program, and we have a matching 401k. We give all that good stuff. So we're not looking for employees. We're looking for people that want a career. And that's one of the things that we started, last year is how can we adjust this labor thing? When you come here, you're not going to just worry about getting paid. We don't pay dishwashers minimum wage. We pay them as a part of the family, so they're just as important as me as a chef. Without them, we don't got clean this. We need bodies. So what we've done is we've taken a step and moved forward to go with the times, and we understand the problems out there with help. So what can we do to offer it? So we do a matching 401k program here. Benefits, all that good stuff. You're not going to find that at a lot of small little restaurants, but we offer that. And so that's kind of what's helped us, curb that problem.
Yeah.
We've had some issues, but, it's, you get certain benefits working here than any other little restaurant around town. Plus, it's a fun place to work.
Yeah. I mean, that's great, man. That's commendable to take care of your people like that. We also look at our team, the Platinum MVP team, Keller Williams Realty, as a family, and we try to hire people that we would want to spend time with, and that are good people and quality, and take care of the folks and help them get along with their real estate career. So, Doug, tell us a little bit about what inspired you with your H'ours Creole Smokehouse. You've got that New Orleans flair to you.
Yep. So I graduated from Michigan State. I'm a Spartan. Once I graduated college, I went back and staying with my mom, and she was a restaurateur, an executive chef, and I grew up in the business. I was cooking since I was 12, 13, and once I graduated college, I was, pouring concrete, which is what paid my way through college, and working in the kitchen with my mom, and she told me one day, she goes, listen, boy, she goes, you got two choices. You're going to move to Chicago or you're going to move to New Orleans. You're going to pick one. So I moved to New Orleans.
Yeah.
I was there for many years, and then she got diagnosed with cancer, and I left New Orleans, moved back up, helped her with the restaurant for a little while, And in fact, the name H'ours, it's H''OURS, like ours, and it's like ours. So I was sitting there for her surgery in the room before she went in, and her exact words to me, she goes, "What are you doing here?" And I said, "I'm just, here with you." And she goes, "No, you should be at H'ours Restaurant." So that's where the name comes from. H'ours.
Nice.
So
very cool.
That's the whole name behind the story behind the name, and it makes us feel like it's ours, it's home, and that's so it's a family restaurant, and that's where it comes from. And then once everything was good, I went to Sanibel down there, Marriott Resort and Spa for a few years, and traveled around, and then took the job here at Clearwater Beach, the executive chef for a few years, and then seen this building here on 310 East Tarpon Avenue, and I was like, man, that looks pretty cool. I go, we could turn something in. I got a partner. I said, man, we're actually up elk hunting in Colorado.
Nice.
We're on top of a mountain, and I go, Brett, that's my partner, and I go, you still interested in opening a restaurant? He goes, yeah. He goes, all right. I go, well, there's this pink building. And I go, I think we could turn it into something pretty cool. And that's, we came back and made an offer. They accepted it. And, that's when we started going. That's how it went down.
Oh, good to hear it, man. Well, we're wrapping up this segment here, but tell us, I know it's kind of hard for, to pick your favorite child, but what's your favorite dish? What's your favorite, maybe couple of dishes there?
The etouffee is my favorite. That's one of our favorites. Living in New Orleans, that was always my favorite crawfish etouffee. But here we do Gulf shrimp. We get Gulf shrimp, so we saute some shrimp with the crawfish tails, and all of our our redfish that we get in, the blackened redfish with the 5-pepper jelly. We always have the smoked whole chickens. It's smart chicken, organic, natural, no antibiotics, no nothing to it. So we smoke that for about 6 hours. We brine it. The jambalaya and the seafood gumbo, those are the ones. And then our best dish is we call it the butterfish. So it's local whitefish, and we braise it down in a nice buttery Chardonnay, and we grill some artichoke hearts and saute some mushrooms, and it goes on. So it's a little entree salad. But that's our number one seller.
Yeah. Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds real good. All right. Awesome, man. Well, thanks for joining us. Doug Clark, H'ours Creole Smokehouse, official restaurant partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show.
All right. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. And we love you guys. And thanks for having us on. And what a great tandem we got going on here. It's great. H'ours Creole.
Awesome. Sounds good. Appreciate it, Doug. Take care.
All right. Thank you.
All right, my pleasure. All right, so that's the official restaurant partner. Check them out, 310 East Tarpon Ave. Check them out online as well. And we'll be right back. We're going to talk real estate, local market conditions here with Carlos Gonzalez in the house, Keller Williams Realty on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Coming up, our feel-good story of the day. New Orleans nurses stayed behind during Hurricane Ida evacuation to care for babies in the ICU. We'll be right back.
Thanks for listening to My Daddy's Show. For more information, go to consumerqb.com.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
Dennis Prager here for Brandon and Lindsay Rhymes, owners of the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams. Buying, selling, investing in real estate, their nationwide Keller Williams network makes them the best team to work with. Sellers, have your property featured live on air, creating multiple offers. Buyers, leverage a unique system that gets your offer accepted, never overlooked. Call or text 813-750-0550, 813-750-0550, or consumerqb.com.
Hey, Margie here with the Consumer Quarterback Show and the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. If you're buying, selling, or investing, please give us a shot. We would love to help you. We are a top 1% ranked real estate team here in Tampa Bay, and you can reach us at 813-750-0550. Call or text 813-750-0550. ConsumerQB.com.
Selling commercial or residential property? Don't leave money on the table. List with the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. I'm Brandon Rhymes. Reach me at 813-670-7372 or platinummvpteam.com.
You're listening to the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
And we're back. Brandon Rhymes here, Consumer Quarterback Show, Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. Giving a shout out to Discovery Golf Cars if you're thinking about recreation or business. Seems like everybody's getting a golf car these days. They have lots of makes and models as well. Easy Go, Star EV, Cushman. They have new and pre-owned, and you can also rent or buy. And they offer financing and mobile repair. Check them out in Tampa, or they're at their Clearwater location, discoverygolfcars.com, discoverygolfcars.com. Make sure you let them know the real estate quarterback sent you and take them up on those special offers and incentives just by mentioning that you're a fan of the Consumer Quarterback Show. All right, we got some hot properties here in Tampa Bay. 10222 Meadow Crossing Drive. This is a property that we've got up in New Tampa. Gorgeous home. It's a large home. It's on a corner lot, 3,500 plus square feet. You've got solar panels on the roof. It's a brand new roof, by the way. Theater room and gym, security cameras, screened balcony and lanai. Great opportunity to buy a smart home at 10222 Meadow Crossing Drive in Tampa. Great real estate property listing. One of my favorite listings right now that we've got listed here in beautiful Tampa Bay. We also have a property at 907 Floresta Street in Brandon. Now, this one at Floresta Street, it's a gorgeous home. This is above $700,000, right at $700,000 price point, 3,100 plus square feet, 4 bedrooms, 3 bath, 3-car garage, executive style home, gated community of La Colina, and also impressive master suite. You got beautiful bedrooms, spacious bedrooms, and a private basketball court. So if your kids love to be outdoors and play basketball, you got to check out that home. And you can see all of our listings at Platinum MVP Team at KW.com. All right, Carlos Gonzalez in the house, Platinum MVP Team, Keller Williams Realty. He's a top producer with our team. And tell us a little bit about why you got into the real estate business.
Yeah, so I think just like every real estate agent's Bible, aside from the actual Bible, is Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Yeah.
So I read Rich Dad Poor Dad at a young age, and I really wanted to get into real estate investing.
Yep.
I'm the type of individual that once I get into something, I have to know the ins and outs of it.
Yeah.
So if I'm getting into real estate investing, I have to know real estate. So I went out and got my license and joined up. I've been licensed for 4 years now. And tried to make it 2 years on my own. Didn't do as well as I'm doing now once joining Keller Williams.
Yep.
I mean, across the industry, when I was asking, where should I go? Who has the best training? Everybody kept saying Keller Williams, Keller Williams, Keller Williams.
Right.
And I held off for a while. I shouldn't have. I should have jumped into Keller Williams right off the bat. So joined into Keller Williams, and then I was looking for a team, and I interviewed several different teams, and you guys stuck out the most to me. I related to you guys the most, and the Platinum MVP team is giving me the opportunity to grow.
Yeah.
Right. So I fell in love with your team, everybody on the team, and just your leadership. And so,
cool.
Yeah, I got into real estate just exactly for that. And, part of the other reason as well is I really enjoy helping people.
Right.
I come from a very small town in Independence, Oregon. And one stoplight in the entire town. Everybody knows everybody's business.
Yeah, that's the kind of town I came from.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and so growing up in that environment where if your neighbor needs a cup of sugar, you're going to help that neighbor out, right? You do as you like to be done is the morals that I was raised up on, right? So getting into real estate, I also started seeing a lot of the darker side where there's a lot of liars in the business, right? So.
Bad ethics, bad morals.
Exactly.
Misleading.
Misleading people, lying to people, not disclosing things, and so that's what I'm trying to lead by example in that aspect where I'm trying to help people out and be as ethical as we possibly can out there in the real estate business. And not to name anybody, but there's a lot of companies out there that'll mislead you and lie to you, saying, hey, we're going to offer you cash on your deal, and we'll pay for all the closing costs. And then you get to the closing table and it's like, oh, by the way, we need to there's this fee, there's this other fee, and they completely screw out the small individual trying to sell their property and or buy a property. So that's another reason why I got into real estate and I've stayed in real estate, is just to help individuals out. So
yeah, the hedge fund buyers, there's a lot of those big buyers are coming in and they're throwing cash around. I just see it's so frustrating as well for veterans. You know, my dad was an MP in the military, the Army, and you know, you see veterans getting beat out by these cash offers, and it's hard because the sellers say, man, sure, we'll take the cash. It's over ask price. They're going to close relatively quickly. But on the flip side, you know, there's a family behind that that's either a single family or you know, a first time buyer, sometimes a single parent family, and then a veteran in some cases. But yeah, so a couple points. So you mentioned the real estate Bible. I thought you were going to say Gary Keller's Millionaire Real Estate Agent for a second.
That's second on my list.
That's the next one. Okay.
Yeah, that's second on my list.
That's a good one, though, too.
Absolutely.
But yeah, Keller Williams, they're won many awards as the best training company of all categories. But then, of course, we do real estate as well, you know, as training. And then we just launched a real estate school. So that's pretty cool. That's going to vertically integrate. But yeah, so we're talking with Carlos Gonzalez here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, and I'm your host, Brandon Rhymes, and we're talking a little bit about the real estate market here in Tampa Bay. So what are some of the biggest misconceptions that you've seen, like things, misnomers, things people don't understand? What are some of those ideas you have?
Yeah, so getting into real estate, one of the biggest misconceptions is, and I hear this a lot from individuals who are looking to purchase a house.
Yeah.
I don't have the greatest of credit. I'm probably not going to be qualified to purchase a house. And it's not true. I'm not a mortgage lender. We here are partnered with a bunch of great, wonderful mortgage lenders that we work with at the Platinum MVP team. And yeah, one of the biggest things is that, you know, I'm not qualified, or I don't have the greatest of credit. I have about $2,000 in credit card debt. I can't purchase a house, and this is simply not true. So I highly recommend individuals who are interested in purchasing a house, just go out there, talk to a mortgage lender, and start that process, because honestly, a lot of people are a lot more qualified than they actually realize.
Yeah, absolutely. Talk to Diane Vance, Fairway Independent Mortgage, and if you have a relationship, obviously feel free. We work with Diane a lot. She does, you know, some special offers for our radio listeners out there as well. So yeah, down payment assistance, credit score, and then how much down payment money they actually have. So down payment assistance, there's programs out there. We went in depth with this on a show last week with Diane and William Crowley on the show. But yeah, there's some programs out there where you can access municipalities. They have different programs and monies available for people to be able to access. You know, this is free money. I remember a deal. I use it as an example. I did a deal for a family member of mine years ago, and they got $5,000 or $10,000 from one source. They got another $10,000 from another source. I mean, they had $25,000 down payment money that they didn't have to repay unless they sold the house within like 5 years or so. So they structure that sometimes as a second lien on the property, but after 5 years, that lien falls off.
Right.
So it disappears. But talk about rent versus own, because, you know, we kind of hit on it also, that those hedge funds, they come in, they buy the inventory up, they turn it into a rental, they jack the rents up probably about a third of what it was. So a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home that was renting at one time for like $1,800, they're going to pop that up to like $2,400, $2,600 a month for an average size 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. You know, maybe 2,000 square feet. So renting versus owning, there's a lot of misconceptions there too.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of people think that, you know, renting is a lot cheaper, right? Mm-hmm. They think renting is a lot cheaper than going out and purchasing a house. And I mean, when you're looking to purchase a house, you have, you know, your monthly premium that you're paying on your insurance. You have your mortgage, your interest, and then your taxes that you want to take into account when purchasing a house. And a lot of times, if you just find the right property that fits your budget, purchasing a house and making all those payments equates to less than, more often than not, than renting, right?
Yeah.
And not only that, is that you're building ownership into something.
Yep, equity.
Right? You're building equity, you're building ownership into something, and then you don't have to worry about someone coming and jacking up the rent on you in a year or so, or, you know, not failing to take care of issues on the property when something fails, if you got a leaky roof or whatever it may be, right?
Yep.
You're not at someone else's whim when it comes to fixing some things on the property. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And if you're renting too, you can't throw the cool parties as bad.
Exactly.
You know, if you had your own house, right? So you can throw your own parties and not worry.
You got to have those barbecues.
Yeah, if it gets a little bit loud, neighbors might call and complain or something. You say, "Oh, okay, come on over, man. We got some leftover food
there you
here."
go.
So, all right, we'll be right back. More with Carlos Gonzalez here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Follow us online. We would love to connect with you online at Brandon Rhymes 1 on Instagram and Twitter. And please follow our YouTube channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Brandon Rhymes Realty. We are almost at the point of getting monetized on our YouTube channel, so every single follow helps. We'll be right back.
This is Chris Voss, former FBI lead hostage negotiator and owner of the Black Swan Group. and you're listening to Consumer Quarterback Show hosted by my friend Brandon Rhymes.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
Alrighty, everyone, please stand by.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, welcome back. We greatly appreciate you hanging out, spending some time with us here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, supporting the local economy by supporting the program in our 80 different categories of consumer advocate content and advice right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Save our hotline number in your phone. At some point, you may need it. You can simply pull out that phone and say, "Hey, Brandon, I need a referral to a great attorney." Great, we got them. Maybe you need some home services providers, inspectors, different types of plumbing, electrical, AC. Got them. Solar company. I've been thinking about getting solar on my home. We got you. We got you covered on all those different areas. Save our hotline number, 813-750-0550.
You used to call me on my cell phone.
813-750-0550. Call or text that line, consumerqb.com. Let's give a quick shout out to Brandon Porter with Veteran Gutters. If you're thinking about putting gutters on your home, why would you not support a local company that has served our country and the products are American made? Veteran Gutters, longtime friends of the program, just a great guy, does a great job. I can tell you from firsthand experience, they are a first-class operation. Let them know the real estate quarterback sent you. All right, we got a property here in Tampa Bay. We got 909 15th Avenue Southwest in Largo. Great opportunity. I love Largo as well. What a great town, close to the beach, still close proximity to great hospitals and shopping and the Tampa International Airport. We got a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, so kind of a smaller home here, but it's located in the heart of Largo. 17 solar panels. You get a smart thermostat. You got 2 backyard sheds, new roof, 80-gallon solar power water heater as well. 909 15th Avenue Southwest in Largo. Great opportunity to own real estate here in beautiful Tampa Bay. Now, we've got a property at 5602 Land O'Lakes Boulevard. This is another large commercial property that we've got. By the way, we offer residential, commercial, and vacant land properties, and we list all types of properties as well. We can expert represent you on any of your types of properties in real estate. So this property here, 5602 Land O'Lakes Boulevard, it's a great opportunity, again, for builders, developers, entrepreneurs. You got almost 7 acres, 2 parcels of land. You've got about 4.56 usable uplands, and it's on Lake Helen. So beautiful property. You got a nice lake view back there. Zone C2 general commercial. So it gives you a lot of options. Water and sewer are readily available. Great expansion along the U.S. Highway 41 right here in Tampa Bay. 5602 Land O'Lakes Boulevard in Tampa Bay, in beautiful Land O'Lakes. And you can see all of our listings at platinummvpteam.kw.com.
Somewhere sunny and 75.
All right, so Carlos Gonzalez in the house, Keller Williams Realty, Platinum MVP Team. I want to go back to that talk about misconceptions. I think that's a big one. What are some of the biggest misnomers, misconceptions? And you got some other ones on your list.
Yeah, absolutely. Condition to sell. So oftentimes when I'm talking to sellers too, or I'm sitting down at a listing appointment, the seller will be like, well, I don't think that my property's in the condition to sell. I have to fix a couple of things before the property's going to be ready to sell. Biggest misconception. I always tell them that's someone else's problem, right? Just disclose it, right? Obviously, we want to make people aware if there's a material fact that affects the value of the property. But if it's something like I have a property in Mohawk Avenue in Tampa, right? So she has a leaking roof. And we just disclosed it beforehand, and she's willing to credit the buyer at closing for the leaking roof. The house went under contract. We disclosed it. We made them aware of what was going on, and she didn't think that she was going to be able to sell it because the roof was leaking. She was like, I don't have the funds to fix it right now. And I was like, listen, put your faith in me.
Good point.
And listen, I will do the best for you.
Yeah.
And during the listing appointment, she had been lied to several times in the past.
Mm-hmm.
This is the one I was telling you about. She started crying during our listing appointment. I don't trust anybody, and I'm like, just put your faith in me. And we got it under contract. We're having it sold, and yeah, she's happier than ever.
And that's the thing, I see it too. I see so many different scams over the years. I remember one lady over here in Dana Shores, close to the airport, all those little finger channels kind of by Bahama Breeze. She had an investor that came in. It was a real estate agent disguised as an investor and was showing this old lady all these comparables that were $100,000 less than what it actually should have been. Oh yeah, see, this property sold for XYZ and this property sold for $340. Meanwhile, she's sitting on a $500,000 home. So they try to show these bad comps, and then of course they're going to have a friend with an LLC write up a corporation write the offer and scam this lady out of her house. Mm-hmm. There's lots of bad advice. I call it commission breath, floating around everywhere you turn. You got commission breath hitting you in the face. You got clickbait online, and then you got people just flat out lying, saying, "Oh, we're going to pay all your closing costs." These things, they're veiling it as a good deal, but really, when you look at the back end of it, you look at where the money's coming from. By the way, most of the time, if they're doing that, it's coming in at a higher rate. When you're doing a mortgage loan, they got to make money somewhere, right? So there's a lot of different games people can play and hide commissions and try to hide fees. And a lot of those cash buyer programs, they are loaded with a lot of fees. In those hedge funds, they're not great people. They don't want to overpay for your property just because they like you. They have a business model that they're supporting. So yeah, misconceptions are a big thing. Let's touch on one of your listings as well, Carlos. So Carlos has a listing right here at 4506 NESMITH, Plant City.
Yeah, absolutely. So when I first pulled up to this property, I was like, holy crap, look at that front yard. So the front yard is absolutely impressive. That was the very first thing I noticed. And then when I walked into the house, I was insanely impressed with just the attention to detail that they put into this property. They put over $200,000 in renovations in the property. It was 80% tear down, and he fixed it up. He fully gutted the entire property, right?
Nice.
So he has all new innovation cabinets from here in Tampa.
Yeah.
All hand-cut stone for the backsplash if you're looking at the bedroom.
There it is.
Yep.
Nice bathtub.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful copper bathtub. It has 3 different shower heads in the walk-in shower.
Wow.
When you're in the master bedroom, there's behind the bed, there is the backsplash that's behind there. That's all hand-cut stone.
Nice.
In the kitchen, their backsplash, there's all hand-cut stone. He's got a above-ground pool. Just the interior is phenomenal. Top-of-the-line appliances. He put a brand new Samsung smart refrigerator on the outside, and he has a smart refrigerator on the inside of the property as well. The property is just in immaculate condition.
Yeah, 4605 NESMITH Road, Plant City. Got 2,300 plus square feet, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, farm style rustic home, nearly an acre of land. That's the big thing about living out east. You get an acre of land, over $200,000 in renovations, top of the line kitchen appliances, granite countertops, copper aerated tub, and you got a chicken coop and large work shed as well. So great listing there, Carlos.
Yeah, there's properties popping up in the area fairly close to where this listing is, and they're selling for $700,000.
Yeah, this one's just below
less,
that, right?
With less acreage. Yep, and this one has way more acreage than what those properties
mid 600s.
Yeah, yep, absolutely.
Perfect. All right, you can see all of our listings at platinummvpteam.kw.com. Carlos Gonzalez, thanks for coming in, my friend.
Absolutely, thank you for having me.
Awesome, good stuff. All right, we're going to come back. We're going to talk a little bit of marketing, and Jonathan has a great idea of starting a business on a budget. He's going to talk about how to start a business on a budget, even grow a business on a budget with Johnny Torres, Falkenburg Productions here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Follow us online. Please connect with us. We would love to connect with you, follow you back at Brandon Rhymes 1 on Instagram and Twitter, Consumer Quarterback Show page, Platinum MVP Team as well, and our YouTube channel. We're so close to getting monetized. We would greatly appreciate if you subscribe to our YouTube channel. You'll get alerts of all of our new videos. By the way, we've got 1,200 videos out there now on our YouTube channel at Brandon Rhymes Realty on YouTube. We'll be right back after the short break.
This is Diane Vance with Fairway Independent Mortgage, a member of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Please give me a call for any of your mortgage needs. We do all sorts of loans. If you would like information on a mortgage, you can text me or call me at 727-647-8199. I will take care of all your mortgage needs. Go to my website at dianevance.com.
Ian Beckles here with my man Brandon Rhymes, a.k.a. the real estate quarterback. Brandon, what's happening with the market?
Thanks, Ian. We are in a low inventory market, so any of our listeners are homeowners and would like a free comparable market analysis or a 2.5% listing, we will honor this for the first 3 listeners who call or text in 813-773-1253. Free CMA and a 2.5% real estate listing at 813-773-1253. Check out consumerqb.com. Selling commercial or residential property? Don't leave money on the table. List with the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. I'm Brandon Rhymes. Reach me at 813-670-7372 or platinummvpteam.com.
You're listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
And we're back, Brandon Rhymes, Consumer Quarterback Show, Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. We'd love to help you win in your real estate deals. If you're buying, selling, or investing, work with the #1 real estate team here in Tampa Bay. We would love to help you. No matter any type of scenario, especially getting offers accepted right now. A lot of people are having trouble with that. We can definitely help you win in those scenarios. Replenish IV Solutions, longtime friends of the program. If you want a safe and effective way to restore your body's systems with crucial vitamins, nutrients, enabling it to perform at optimal conditions. Multiple Bay Area locations, Replenish IV Solutions. And I love going in at least once a month. I go down to the Gandy location, and I walk in, the nurse hooks me up with a nice sparkling water. They put the vitamin infusion drip directly into your bloodstream, so you've got all the great stuff going in, boosting your immunity. Replenish IV Solutions. Make sure you let them know the real estate quarterback sent you. All right, I got a hot listing here in Largo. This is in Pinellas County, 11724 132nd Avenue in Largo. Now, this is a great opportunity because it's almost an acre of land in Pinellas County on 32nd Avenue in Largo. What you have is 2 properties as well, 2 rentals already on site, or you can move into it and build it out yourself. 1,200 square foot home and also a 730 square foot home that you could rent out while you're getting your zoning in place. But this is over an acre of land in Pinellas County, income opportunity, perfect condition to be rented, and great for builders and developers and entrepreneurs right here in beautiful Tampa Bay. Also, this one just hit the market at 4125 West Nassau Street. West Nassau Street is a gorgeous property, completely renovated, corner lot location close to the International Plaza Mall in the West Shore District right here in Tampa Bay. 1,638 square feet, brand new, again, reconstruction and granite countertop, stainless steel appliances, just a gorgeous property. You can see all of our listings at platinummvpteam.kw.com. All right, every day we like to tell you something good.
Tell me something good.
All right, so as Hurricane Ida swept through Louisiana, the nurses in an ICU at Ochsner Health Hospital in New Orleans volunteered to stay through the night with the babies who desperately needed them. 39 babies had to be separated from their new moms during the evacuation. Can you imagine that, by the way, if you just had a baby and just like, well, sorry, there's a hurricane coming, leave your baby here, go and, evacuate. So the mothers could keep in constant, so they put cameras on each child so the mothers could keep constant watch over their newborn. But the nurses had to be apart from their children as well, as the Category 4 hurricane rocked their city. And she's quoted as saying, "It's a matter of putting the welfare of others before your own. Doctors and nurses are real heroes during these crisis events. I'm so proud," said Nurse Paula Jean Simon. And my team pulls together. Doesn't matter what's happening. They're going to make sure the babies are taken care of. So there's our feel-good story of the day. I love those feel-good stories. And let's go in studio here. We got Jonathan Torres in studio, Falkenburg Productions. Starting a business on a budget, Jonathan.
Yeah.
Good topic.
Hello. There we go. So this is one of the things that I think a lot of entrepreneurs make, and you've obviously have been in a variety of industries, and you've started multiple businesses. The thing is that people, I think, initially worry too much about what their presence needs to be when they get started, right? Oh, I got to have a website, I have a storefront, I got to have office space, I got to have, and I think especially in today's world, especially post-COVID, I think that game has completely changed.
Right.
I don't think you need the office space anymore. There's a lot of people like myself. I run my business out of my house.
Yep.
Also, you don't need a website, and I'm someone that has 16, 17 years in marketing, and I'll tell you that the great thing is, and obviously they have their flaws, but we have this amazing thing called the internet, and we have these amazing tools called social media, where you can have a presence and your business can have a presence without having the need for a website. And the best part is that all these tools are free, right? And so that's the biggest advantage when we talk about starting a business. And so I think people need to focus on starting the business and starting to generate revenue rather than what is all the money I have to spend to get my business started. So that is a common mistake that people make, and because not in every industry do you need a website, and you can take some time and maybe save some money to then fully invest in a website.
You could start a business page easily on Facebook. You could start a Facebook, and I think it also reminds me of a great Jim Rohn quote, or he was talking about it one time. It's like, opportunities like a spaceship, right? So whenever they're doing these countdowns, when we live in the great state of Florida, so Cape Canaveral, you see, it's like, okay, we're going to count down. We're going to try to do it on Thursday in the afternoon. We should have good cloud cover, right? So all the conditions, they're waiting for all the conditions to be right. It's like, oh, we got to have the cloud cover, and by the way, there can't be any rain or any lightning. But opportunities like when you're launching a spaceship, it's there for a short period of time in some cases. And if you wait, you hear some of these different sayings about procrastination. But if you wait, you miss that opportunity. You already have 4 or 5 competitors. Too late.
You're absolutely right. And it's more important to get that business off the ground and start getting that revenue in the door rather than saying, well, I need a storefront, I need a logo, I need a website. Now, as I said, the topic for today being how to start a business on a budget is that you don't have to spend a lot of money on these things anymore. You have Squarespace, you have Wix, you have, even if you have GoDaddy as a hosting provider, they'll give you a website. You can build your own website absolutely free. And most of these tools nowadays are easy enough to use where even the most basic of knowledge in terms of technology, if you can get around on the internet, you can build your own website basically. And so you have those resources. So again, Wix, Squarespace, GoDaddy also has a good website builder, and they'll build them to you for free until you're ready to spend the money to then upgrade that account, to put your own domain on it, and to remove maybe whatever banners they have on it. And the other misconception is graphic design. Now, I love graphic design, and I love my graphic design friends. They're incredibly talented. But again, in 2021, there are a lot of tools out there that are starting to challenge them for those roles. And so my favorite product is, and I'm actually going to pull it up here on the website, is Canva.
Canva's a big one.
I love Canva because it gives you professionally designed graphic design for free. Now, there are upgraded packages. There's memberships that you can sign up for to get, stock videos, stock photography, that sort of thing. But even the free account is incredibly useful. I think great. I was on Canva for maybe about 2 years before I ever, upgraded. Because I needed stock video or stock photography. And
our team uses it. Our team uses it a lot.
Exactly right.
Open house flyers or whatever you need to design.
And the thing is that, and again, it's warranted, but you go to a graphic designer, and a graphic designer is probably going to take 3, 4, 5 hours maybe to design a flyer. And it's going to cost you probably a few $100s, if not more.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
I can design a video. I can put a video together. I can put a flyer together. I can put a logo together in less than an hour. In a half hour in some cases. And again, it's all very easy to use, very drag and drop. And so it's another tool that's out there for free that, again, I think people aren't aware of, and they've been doing a lot of advertising. So I think people are starting to catch on. But for me, that is maybe one of the most revolutionary tools that has come out maybe in the last 10 years. And it's really empowered entrepreneurs to succeed out there and to be able to compete against other people in their industry.
There's really no reason why, if to not start a business create wealth. And if you this is not for everyone, but if you have the resourcefulness, there's resources out there. You got to find them. You got to get on the internet. You look at videos. You got to educate yourself, self-educate, differentiate. I was making my calls this morning, and of course, a lot of these expired leads or FSBOs, they get pounded by the phones. Get lots of realtors, and I had another compliment. The guy says, "Wow, you're the most interesting realtor I've talked to all morning." Because I have the radio show, I have all these different things. Innovate, do something different.
Absolutely.
And that's the key is doing something out of the ordinary. If you want to have an extraordinary life, you got to do something out of the ordinary on a daily basis and work to make money and do your deal. But hey, John, I want to get your opinion on something. I grabbed a clip from a Charlie Kirk show.
Okay.
All right. So this is, for those of you that have children and you hear what's going on in the education system here, and I know you're a fellow patriot like myself and you love this country, listen to this teacher in California, what they said in their classroom.
And I've had students show up for protests, community events, tabling, food distribution, all sorts of things. When they go, they take pictures, they write up a reflection. That's their extra credit. I have an Antifa flag on my wall. And
this teacher's openly bragging that he has an Antifa flag on his wall. He's and it's a Project Veritas. I don't know if you heard it. It was just out yesterday. So Project Veritas video. Project Veritas. If you don't know, James O'Keefe. He's going. He basically making underground videos and catching people. He sat down with CNN, one of the head people at CNN. Yeah. Everything we did was to get Trump out of office. All the headers, everything was calculated. So that was one of the clips, and then the second clip here, just a quick clip of it.
I have 180 days to turn them into revolutionaries.
How do you do that? How do you scare the out of them?
Sacramento organization that is under the banner of Antifa is very loosely organized, right? When there's right-wing rallies and stuff, then we'll create an opposition to that. Yeah.
Beautiful.
So basically, I have 180 days to turn them into revolutionaries. Essentially saying, hey, this is a bad country. The whole line of the founders were racist. The founders were bad people. What's your reaction?
No, look, I have a daughter who actually just started in kindergarten.
Yep.
And look, I come from a family of public school teachers, okay?
Yep.
My sister, my girlfriend, my mother's daughter, all teachers in the public school system.
Yep.
I'm not knocking public school. But these are the things that unfortunately nowadays we have to worry about.
Yep.
And so you have to vet your teachers. You have to vet the schools that they're going to. And look, this is all the more reason why Florida is the most amazing state to live in.
Yes.
Because we have a legislature that encourages school choice. And
That's
so
right.
Go out there and make an informed decision. And if you have teachers like this in the school that your kids are in, then take them out there and put them in a charter school, put them in a private school, or homeschool them.
Yep.
Nowadays, we have the resources that no other generation has ever had.
That's
and
right.
The parents have full control over their children's future. And I have friends that homeschool, and homeschooling in 2021 is not like homeschooling in the 1900s.
Right.
Okay. You are getting a quality education.
That's right.
Because you have access to the internet. You have access to a lot are other resources.
Curriculum and
exactly.
all that's provided for you, and they're going to teach you that the country, what true founding of the country was. These are great people that escaped basically what our country's turning into from under King George, and these are great people that founded this country on Christian Judeo beliefs. Good, wholesome people, and they're trying to tearing down their statues, trying to paint them. So the teacher in California, if you didn't catch the audio there, he says he's got 180 days to turn them into a revolutionaries, and he's going to right-wing rallies. Which, by the way, right-wing, what does that mean? Oh, it's people that love the country. They want to protect the First Amendment, protect the Second Amendment. I mean, these are good people.
Look, and aside from that, I don't care what you believe in. I don't care if it's left, right, up, or down.
Yeah.
I don't want you indoctrinating my kids.
Exactly.
That is my job.
Exactly.
And it's my job to teach them, the values that I want them to live by.
Amen.
And the country, that I want them to live in.
That's right.
And so these teachers are seeing this opportunity. We saw another teacher about a week or two ago who were having her students pledge allegiance to the LGBTQ flag.
I saw that
Okay.
one.
And again, I have nothing against people of that lifestyle. But I don't want that being, again, indoctrinated or forced upon my kids.
That's right.
And
teach them how to read, teach them arithmetic, teach them the basics, and leave that stuff to the families or the churches that they choose to go to.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Well, hey, that's about all our time here for today. But yeah, these are topics that when I first started this show almost 9 years ago, I wouldn't have dared touch on. And people would say, oh, leave politics out of, stay business, stay as a business show. But, politics politics is the everyday life now. That's the thing. The left has pushed everything so far and so radical to where it's our everyday life. And you're seeing these things. And, the judge in Chicago that gave the mother lost her custody because she didn't have her vaccine. I mean, that kind of stuff's going on. So anyways, hey, another great show here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you next time. Please go out there and consider committing a random act of kindness. Have a good evening.
You've been listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. Whether it's real estate, consumer, or financial advice, let Brandon call your next play. Contact Brandon Rhymes at 813-670-7372. That's 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com. And join us next time for The Consumer Quarterback Show.